Now, I just gotta say, there's one trope in BL that is my kryptonite. A trope that if it appears, makes my non-existent schlong just instantly. Makes me. Gets me all. I could go on, but you get the point. It's what I call the crouching seme hidden UK. Is this a trope that I just made up? Yes. What you gonna do about it, huh? What it basically means is that you have a BL character who looks like, acts like, feels like a top, only to have them pull a haha surprise, joke's on you B, I'm actually a bottom. And if they're a power bottom, oh my god, even better. Not only does the manhwa I'm about to recommend to y'all have all that, it also features suits, the mafia, badonkadongs, many daddies. If all of that sounds like your idea of a fun time, well, stick around. You see, when it comes to BL, I've been around for a long time. I was there when FF.net and DeviantArt were queen supreme, when you had to trawl through many different LJ communities just to find that one fic, when fics used words such as lemon and lime. Unironically, 'twas a wild wasteland where every fic you clicked on was a wild gamble because there were no such things as trigger warnings. I witnessed firsthand when the great LJ purge happened, mourned for the fallen when Tumblr's porn ban exodus occurred. Basically, what I'm saying is that I'm positively ancient by today's net standards. Also still high-key wishing that a popular alternative that is similar to LJ for fandom would come out. I miss when you could leave proper comments. And basically what this means is that when you've consumed so many BL stories, there are certain tropes that, don't surprise you anymore, or tropes that don't get your heart racing like it used to. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the stuff that I enjoy, and I do
squee and kia
like everyone else when I read stories, but it's becoming increasingly rarer for something to really hit me deep in the kokoro. You get what I mean? Under the Green Light though, Under the Green Light, for the first in a long time, had me feeling like a giddy teenager who first discovered explicit fic. I kid you not, every chapter had me like physically moving away from my laptop so I could either just scream into my pillow like some sort of demented person, or for me to rush all the way to the kitchen to get a sip of water. Like honestly, it really had me feeling like I needed to just go outside and touch some grass. Which is why I want all of you to join me in horny jail. Please y'all suffer with me. Under the Green Light on the surface doesn't seem like anything too out of the ordinary. It has a cold tyrant type of
zaddy
who's part of the mafia, and one day while admiring some statues in an art museum, and who can blame him, catches the attention of an art student there. The art student is blown away by mafia boss's beauty, or so am I. And soon they enter into a sort of engagement where mafia boss models for art student so he can sculpt him. And in exchange, art student gives up sexy favors. And then there's a lot of sexiness and brooding and danger and more sexiness. It does sound like the sort of thing that could come out of Wattpad. And yeah, nothing wrong with having some brainless smut. But y'all might disagree. While I expected Under the Green Light to be similar to something along those lines, I found that it's sort of, how do I put it? Elevated smut? Can I say that? Like, it's just smut done well. You see, I've read works where the characters bang chapter after chapter after chapter. Oh my god, so much banging. And while I do enjoy it, sometimes it does kind of blur together into one, like, fleshy mob flesh pit. Now, I don't know whether it's just because I'm super biased to all of the tropes that appear in Under the Green Light, or it's because I really like the characters and the dynamic that they have. But I found myself super hooked on it. Like, there was no quick scrolling, fam. I savored each and every panel. I attribute this to JAXX just being a very good artist who knows how to make all of the panels flow in a way that makes you want to read more. Like, look at this. Just look at this. Or the intensity of the character's eyes. And can we just talk about the immaculate anatomy?
Let's have some fun, this beat is sick. I wanna take a ride on your disco stick. Let's have some fun, this beat is sick. I wanna take a ride on your disco stick.
Like, yes, let me run my hands all down your latissimus dorsi, trapezius, and erector spinae, baby. Sorry, I don't actually know. I don't actually know what I'm talking about. I'm not a medical student. Don't come for me. Like, god damn, their bobbies softer than Kleenex lightsabers be brighter in my future. I just wanna put my face there and just forget all about my problems. And whenever Matthew has this vein, the vein thing in his hand whenever he pulls a surprise bitch and gains the upper hand.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing.
Also, why are the both of them built like that? Why? I don't know, but I ain't complaining. I have to note that the smut scenes are also paced out very well. For science, I counted how much smut happens, which is higher than normal, but also not as much as I would have expected, especially for a manhwa of this nature. JAXX also knows how to build tension, to have just enough of a breather in between so that before you know it, you're craving for the characters to get together again. There's also a subplot involving the faction that Mafia Zaddy works for being in some sort of shady transaction to buy the construction rights to a plot of land, along with some sort of past betrayal, which granted is interesting, but I would say for me the main appeal of Under the Green Light really has to do with its characters. So we have Jin, who is Mafia
Zaddy,
and Matthew, who is the sculptor art student, but also kinda
Zaddy.
in his own way. Jin, oh my god, where do I even begin? I am an unabashed Jin stan. When I first saw him, I gotta admit, I was hopeful. As a crouching semi-hidden UK connoisseur, my BL senses were tingling. I was all... So I cry and I pray and I beg
for you to be a power bottom.
And when it turned out to be true...
A chance here, it's Willingham, into the box, Willingham shoots! Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Calling you, and the search is a mystery. Standing on my feet, it's so hard when I'm trying to be me.
He can rail and get rail. Jin superiority nation, we win! He also has a softer side to him that is just underneath like a prickly exterior. I know, it's all been done many times before. Jin doesn't reveal this side as much, so when he does give an unexpected soft smile, or you learn about his past where he climbed up the ranks while taking care of his two underlings, it just makes you appreciate him more. And you understand why his two homies would literally die for him. Same, my dude, same. And now we come to Matthew. Matthew, oh cinnamon roll, who bit off more than he could chew. Or should I say, swallowed more than he could. Also, apologies in advance if this section is a little shorter. But I do, don't get me wrong, I do appreciate him very much as well. Like how can you not? Just look. I love how Matthew can just walk up to someone who looks like this and be like, you, yes you sir, please. Model for me. His shameless thirst is inspiring. Matthew is a sort of grounded, sensible character he would just want to take home and make sure nothing bad happens to him. Like he's a keeps his head down, does his homework on time type of guy. Like if he was in a different genre, he'd probably have a white picket fence family, an adoring wife, many cute children. Joke's on you, Matthew. You are an ingredient centrist BL smut. The gays win once again, my friends. Look, he wears flannel and has glasses and brown hair and is just sweet, soft big boy who works hard to pay for his college tuition and just wants to get through life without causing too many waves. Also has a side bonus of social awkwardness and a dark past of his own. And just sayings as well. In any other BL manhwa that is more typical, especially if Matthew was the bottom, boy, he'd get spit up and eaten. Or do the whole trembling, oh no, stop, I'm so innocent, no, stop thing, while the top slowly corrupts him. The same sort of sexual corruption happens here, but because of their dynamic in which Matthew is the top instead, I like that it has more of the feeling of Matthew like gaining confidence and also just getting to explore and discover all these different things that get him going, you know, revs his engines. Like, yes, my boy learns to ask for more and even surprise Jin in bed.
Well, well, well. How the turntables.
And when he takes control, phew. I really also just like how besotted he is with Jin. Is fully aware of this, and that he willingly and very enthusiastically just wants to entangle himself more in this sexual, like depraved sexual game that he and Jin are playing out.
Hey Darren. What's up, bitch? Stop. Bitch.
The other characters in Under the Green Light are also great. We have the boss of the coffee house where Matthew works at, who is a sweet mommy, and then the leader of the faction that Jin is in, who is just step on me.
Mommy, please.
Jin's subordinates are also very, very cute. There's also
Big Zaddy.
who is connected to Jin in some way, which I'll leave you all to find out more about by actually reading the manhwa. Anyway, I know this whole video just seems like a really long, terse essay, which, not that it isn't. But I hope that all of that was enough to have y'all give it a chance. I know in my previous video, I didn't leave any links to where the thing I was talking about could be read. There are so many comments asking about this, and I apologize for not placing any, but Google is also a thing. For this though, I'll make it a little easier here. You can get Under the Green Light on Tapas, and there are many ways to earn ink, which is the currency used for unlocking chapters. But I'm old and tired, so I just kind of bought them all. Low-key flex? I don't know. Also, I didn't know where I could place this in the main segment, so I'll just place it here. Side note, anyone read Saizuru Tori? I felt like Jin and Matthew is pretty similar to Yashiro and Domeki. Like, you have the mafia boss who also kinda has the same sort of manipulative, cold personality. And then we have the big brown-haired, silent type of softie. Yes, I love Saizuru, no one's asking, but I've been following it for 10 plus years. Like, for such a long, long time. I literally grew up with this manga and it's still not finished. Like, please, Yoneda sensei, let them be together. It's been so long. If anyone else likes it, please comment below. I might or might not do a video on it in the future. Also, I can't help but think that the both of them look like Superbad. What's Superbad, you say? Like Superman Batman, more specifically, the fandom version of Superman Batman. Jin gives off Bruce Wayne vibes sometime. Like, look at this. This is just Bruce Wayne. And Matthew with like the classicist flannel. If y'all are like, what the hell is this girl talking about? Just look. It does, I mean, am I the only one? It does have some similar vibes, right? Anyway, that's it. Is anyone else reading Under the Green Light? What do you think the future chapters have in store? Any other BL out there that has the crouching semi hidden UK trope? Do comment. Bye! Also, an extra bit is gonna be a little long, so bear with me. First off, thank you so much to all of you who watched my previous Scum Villain video. Seriously, I really appreciate it. I would have been happy if I managed to get like at least just a few people into reading it, and the fact that there are actually viewers out there who decided to give it a try after watching my video makes me really happy. I'm also amazed that there are still comments till this day, about a year or so later, and while I don't reply at the moment, please be assured that I read each and every one of them, and I really treasure all the discussions or even just random thoughts in the comment section, like who's your favorite character, why you like the plot, etc. I got super into reading Korean webtoons recently, as you can tell by this vid, but I'm still very much into Danmei. I've watched and read all of MXTX's works at this point, and then sort of fell hard for Word of Honor. And then I went on to read Chie, which like Avenue X, who's another YouTuber who basically reviews dramas. I think I also kind of liked Chie more than Word of Honor, but I still love Word of Honor enough that I bought various fan goods for it. Also, last thing, shout out to the comment that told me all of MXTX's works have now been licensed in English. Yes, they've been licensed in English by 7Cs. I repeat, this is not a drill. They'll come out on the 7th of December, and you bet that I'm pre-ordering all of them right here, right now. All of you, if you can afford it, please buy her books too. Fall into the Danmei abyss with me. Now, I'ma calm down and go back to stressing out over grad school. Once again, thanks for watching. Mwah.
Thank you.